You're watching PTV.
How does it feel to be one of the most popular Easter treats in the world?
Sweet! Ooh. Try our other Marshmallow Peeps Easter treats too. Marshmallow Peeps, always in season.
From the San Francisco Bay Area, it's time for PTV Live. And now, here are the stars of PTV Live: Arnie, Doug, Ben, and Sherry.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to PTV Live. I'm Arnie.
I'm Doug.
I'm Ben.
I'm Sherry.
It is great to see everyone here tonight. It is warm here tonight.
It's a little toasty.
Can you hear the fan blowing at all? Because we have one off camera right now because it's like 86 degrees in the backyard right now.
Whoa, that's warm.
Yeah.
It's a little
Yeah, it's a little toasty here.
Hopefully it'll cool down soon.
Yeah, hopefully it will. It is good to see everyone with us tonight. We have a fun time. It is our 3rd annual Peeps Show, so we're going to have some fun with it tonight.
Yep.
Oh, and you see, it's just part of the fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks,
so,
Christy. They were
thank
fun.
Yeah. We have a standing rule here at the villa where we try to keep the air conditioner off until Doug's birthday, which is on May 1st.
It's been like that for almost 6 years. It was only 1 year. 1 year that we actually turned it on. Oh, well, if you could say it was turning it on because the thing was crap. It didn't work.
Yeah.
There was 1 year we kind of like had to do it like almost a week or two before my birthday, but we wait physically until after my birthday, which is May 1st, everybody.
So
not that everybody needs to know.
we're just powering through.
But yeah, it doesn't constitute air just yet, and then it's on for almost 6 months.
Yeah.
But we don't care. I'd rather be mental health and comfortable.
How are things there in Oakland?
They're comfortable. It's not
86.
it's not 86. We're probably in the mid 70s here, and it's just fine.
It's beautiful.
We haven't turned on a fan here, although I may on the break.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a little, like I said, it's warm here, but yeah.
It's springtime. It's all the Christian high holidays and the Jewish high holidays, and it's holiday week.
Yeah, it really is. So that's right. They had snow in the Pacific, in the Northeast.
Today after
They had
Yeah.
snow in
Weekends.
Denver too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. It's been crazy.
all over
Just
the place.
crazy. Well, why don't we go ahead and get started with the show? We can go ahead and see where Chatty is today. Chatty's hanging out on the Easter tree right now. You can see all the decorations there.
Someone said, do they have an Easter tree? Yes, we do. That's our seasonal tree that never gets packed.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, that is the tree that's going to be on display for Christmas in July. We're very excited about that. Of course, that's 2.5 months away, but it's going to come faster than you think.
It's very fast.
Very fast. Yeah.
I can't believe it's already Easter.
I know. Well, it is the Peeps Show, which means that we're going to be a little special with our cocktails. So let's go ahead and get started with cocktail time.
Grab the one from up there.
You know, I think
The bike.
Paul may be right about
yeah.
that. Chatty probably wants to hang out in the fridge because it is so warm. You know, keep it from melting. I'm going to throw the camera to Ben and Sherry because they're going to start with making a cocktail tonight first. What are you making?
Yeah, we are. We're making a Peeps mimosa.
Okay, what exactly is in a
opening-
Peeps
Okay, now
mimosa?
what qualifies it as a Peeps mimosa?
My simple syrup. It's made with pink peeps.
It's kind of disgusting. It looks fun.
Well, so I need to get some ice in this. My baby shaker.
Oh, that is cute.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Just
wow.
ice everywhere.
Ice explosion.
Oh yeah, I guess you do need to open that if it's a mimosa.
She hates that.
I do. Hate that. Okay, I've got some ice in the shaker. I'm going to put in an ounce of the simple syrup.
Okay.
That's very
really
viscous.
thick.
Yeah, it is.
Alex
Well,
says
it's
it looks
made
like a
with the
reduced
peeps.
orange
What do you
Fanta.
expect?
That's pretty nasty. That's syrupy thick.
Hey, keep it going.
Then eggnog.
Ounce of banana cream.
Liqueur.
Banana cream liqueur, and this is what I'm using.
Oh wow, okay.
It's by the Sweet Shop. An ounce of that.
And then after that?
Making two of them. And then an ounce of Malibu coconut rum.
Okay.
Well, I think it's assumed that Malibu is coconut rum.
No, because
No.
Malibu has all the different flavors now.
There's also a pineapple rum.
They have flavor.
There's
Yeah, but
pineapple.
isn't it a pineapple coconut rum
No.
No.
from
it's
Malibu?
Pineapple rum.
Oh, all right.
Okay, then you stir it up, and I couldn't find my spoon, so I'm using a Christmas straw.
Oh, that's fine. That works for me.
And I'm stirring it with the ice. And I've got to get it all nice and pink.
See, I'm with Matt. You had me at rum.
It's not real rum. It's fake rum.
Oh, it's rum.
No,
It's flavored rum.
It's rum.
This has got to be really sweet. I mean, you're already with the banana thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is.
And then you top it, and then you're going to top it off with prosecco.
Yep.
Oh, you'll be fine.
We only need to make the one because I don't need a full drink.
Okay. Chilled champagne glass.
And then you top it off with the champagne?
Top it off. I'm doing
the
prosecco.
Okay.
Oh.
There it goes.
You did it.
You did a mess.
Woohoo!
Good thing I've got a towel down here.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with
Can I
that.
have a
It looks
napkin,
like
please?
bubble gum.
It does.
Got news for you. It smells like bubble gum.
I'm gonna mix it up a little bit.
Okay, well, take a sip. Let us see what it's like.
Let me see. Do you want to take a sip first?
You do it.
You know what? I've got to get rid of some of your bubbles here.
You know what? It looks.
It looks like a pink bubble bath.
Actually, it looks like a bad root beer float.
I like it.
Of course you do. It's sweet.
Taste it. It's not as sweet as you would think it would be.
Nope. I don't need one. That's disgusting.
Oh,
Okay.
I like it.
Well,
Ugh.
we're going to go with a peeping Tom. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with that. I'm going to make a double because Doug and I are each going to have a drink tonight on this one. I'm going to go ahead and start by putting ice in our shaker.
It's basically a glorified margarita, but it's going to be fun.
And let me go ahead and start chilling these glasses. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put in the fruit juices first. So everything is doubled, but it's half an ounce of lime juice for one drink, 2 ounces of pomegranate juice,
Or cranberry juice.
but we have pomegranate.
Yeah, pomegranate.
So
Should I take it upstairs?
it's going to make a nice cocktail. Then let's go ahead and start with tequila. In this case, I'm going to double the drink because it's easier to do it this way. 3 ounces of tequila.
See, that sounds more my speed. And not that I don't like rum, but this Peeps Mimosa was just, oh my
Oh, I
gosh.
like it.
I'm glad you do.
But I'm a mimosa kind of person anyway.
Well, I don't
And
mind a
then
mimosa, but it's just really sweet.
that's kind of gross.
you can use almost any orange liqueur, but in this case, I wanted to use some Grand Marnier. I really like the flavor of Grand Marnier with our
Do triple sec, Grand Marnier, Cointreau,
yeah.
whatever orange tickles your fancy.
And in this case, I'm going to do 2 ounces
Because
of the
it's
Grand
not
Marnier.
technically a margarita, but it has.
You want something Prosecco?
Okay. So 2 ounces of Grand Marnier. Here you go, Doug. And that's going to go in the shaker. All right. Let me go ahead and shake this one up.
It's so pretty.
Okay. There we go. Now I'm going to strain it into our glasses, but I'm going to go ahead and take the ice. Do you want the ice in it still? No. Let's just keep the chilled glasses going. All right. Let me go ahead and strain this drink into these coupe glasses.
A little red.
Okay, that one has a little bit more, so let's go ahead and give you some more there. And here we
It's
go.
supposed to be pink, but this is really red.
Yeah, that's fine. All right. So what I'm going to do, what you can do, is
Give your peep a bath.
Yeah, you float the peep on top.
Wash this.
You want one?
Yeah.
All right, let me go ahead and float these peeps on top.
Be kidding me.
Yeah, we're giving
It's
an
just for the
alcoholic.
look.
We're giving
Are
an
they the
alcohol.
chicks or the bunnies?
They're the little bunnies.
The bunnies. We're going for pink because of
Okay.
the Christmas story of the Pink Nightmare. So.
Okay, well. Yeah, that looks disgusting.
I actually ate these last year and they're incredible. They're not sweet.
The Peeps?
Yeah, the Peeps. I was very surprised how wonderful they are.
Okay, Doug, here you go.
They were. Okay. It's our Peep thing.
All right, let me go ahead and present camera.
I'm going to submerge my.
You're going to drown him.
It's a drowning bunny.
Him.
He won't go under. I can tell you that right now.
This is very good.
This is incredible. Okay, gotta have a
Ben, yeah, definitely you'd like this one.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys had a nice experience.
Oh wow, it needs it.
It worked very well.
I got something I like.
Immediately take a piece. This is incredible.
Yeah, this is very good. I'll tell you, I'm very glad that we've got this cocktail in hand, though, because
I need more than talk about the movie.
Yeah, I think so. But let's go ahead and get started with the movie review tonight. All right. This is Hearts Around the Table, Kiki's 4th ingredient. I have no idea why it's the ingredient. That makes no sense whatsoever. But Kiki is overjoyed, but then overwhelmed when she agrees to cater a big wedding, and it's the wedding for her sister, her foster sister. She turns to Clay for support, and together, Kiki and Clay prove that the best ingredient is love. Oh, please.
Right there.
That was
puke.
Okay, it's a really horrible synopsis of the movie because the movie didn't focus on Kiki and her catering. It focused on the wedding.
Yeah.
It had nothing
Kiki
to do
was
with
like an
her.
afterthought.
Yeah,
It had nothing to do with her.
Look, this movie was an appropriate train wreck to end the 4-movie series.
Yeah, this
was terrible.
This was a series called Hearts Around the Table. Uh, each film seemed to get progressively worse as the series went on, it seems. But we all agreed that this one was not the worst of the four films.
No.
So anyway, this film. Is there buzzing there?
Oh no, it's there's clicking and they sound.
We're not sure what's going on, Ben, because we hear a buzzing on your side.
Oh, it's
It's probably
it's
the bunny.
Oh, it's the
the
Pete.
Pete.
Yeah, that's
it's
what we hear.
bunny.
Yeah, it sounds horrible. That
That's
show.
that's what it is.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, it's not as bad as the movie.
Okay.
So Kiki is the fourth story in this series of films, and she owns a food truck, and she puts it on herself the whole time that there is
Me woman, hear
yeah.
me roar.
She
I
put-
don't need help.
she-
Oh, screw that.
She puts it on herself that she doesn't need any help. She volunteers to cook all the food. She's never catered a wedding before, but she says, I can do it. I feed hundreds of people every day. And it's not the same.
No.
But yeah, it's
Okay. First of all, you mentioned her having a food truck. It's a food trailer.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just saying what they call it. But yeah, you're right. It's a food trailer. But
It only about out of the whole movie, about maybe 6 minutes, I was disassociated from Jenna and the wedding
yeah, now
because this movie had
Play-
nothing to do with her. It was all about Jenna's wedding.
Clay, the person that is her love interest, owns a restaurant, one of the best restaurants in town. He also happens to be the best friend of
Steve. Hi, my
Steve's
name is
character.
Jake.
I forget what his name is, what his character's name is. Anyway, he's the one that's marrying Jenna, and
Oh my god,
that's the wedding.
alcohol's taken off the pink.
Okay. Anyway, the film turns out to be an absolute disaster. There's nothing believable about the story and how it works. You would expect
Please.
you expect a little realism from
What's
some
your
of the tropes that you get with Hallmark, but in this case, nothing. It did not work at all. Sherry, did you
No.
watch the film?
The first 6 minutes and turned it off.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That's a sass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty my
she
Peep
didn't-
albino. I pretty much
She
took off
didn't-
all the sugar.
Yeah, Donna says that's the
Now the
skipping
thing
out.
is all slimy.
That's the skipping I was hearing. It's the giant peep.
See? He's now all slimy and he's shrunk. He's swelled up.
Okay.
Or shrunk into
So-
alcohol.
The film itself was an absolute disaster. It's we cannot recommend any of these films. Ben, which did you think was the worst of the four?
Installment 3, the one with Josh.
Really?
Really? Okay.
That's
I
not
thought it was
right.
2.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. It was
Number
number
two.
2. Number 2 was the worst.
Yeah.
I'm
The
sorry.
whole-
Yeah.
And I can't speak to what the worst is because I didn't see number 4. I just could I was not in the right frame of mind. I just couldn't do it.
Well, number 2 is appropriately named.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hated.
It was number 2.
It's not hard around the table. It was all about Jenna getting her love interest and about getting married. This movie had nothing to do with anything. The first one was setting her up. The third one at the very end was the proposal. And then the fourth one was all about the wedding. So it was disjointed and discombobulated.
Yeah.
It was a mess.
And
All four movies could have been dumbed down into one movie and it would have been fine.
yeah, I agree with D&G Explorers. It was nice to see Mindy Cohn in a role.
Yeah.
But
Age has not been kind to her though.
No, she
but
looks
this,
like hell.
okay, now here's the thing.
Ugh.
Let's not even go there because what she did is grow old gracefully. She does not look like
That's
she
true.
has any work at all. It looks like she's
No,
just
that's true.
she's gotten old.
But
She's
I think they
natural.
also made her old.
How old is she?
She's about 57 or 58 years old.
Wow, so I'm older than her.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm going to
Wow.
show Paul Eichenlaub says that the whole thing was a disaster. 0 Ben burritos. That's of course on a scale of 1 to 5.
Yes.
So he gave it 0.
58. She'll be 59 next month.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm
Ugh.
10 years older than her. 10 years older than her.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Okay.
bridesmaid's dress.
Oh,
I
the bridesmaids' dresses, yes, they looked like potato sacks. Actually, they hung horribly on them.
No, they were
And-
cheap curtain
and-
looking,
and
very
I don't-
satin sheets.
I want you to pay attention also. Let me increase the size of this picture so that you can actually see it.
Madonna Inn.
There you go. Now this picture, that's Jenna and her husband to be, and then the best man is next to him. That's Clay, whose love interest is standing next to Jenna. It's Clay and then Kiki. And then the next
okay.
one, the next one there is Josh as Josh's girlfriend, but then there's Evan, who you would think would be with Sherry. Sherry's not even in the line. I don't see her anywhere.
I have a question though.
Yes.
If that's a church, why do they have a curtain backdrop?
Thank you.
That
So they're
looks
covering it up. It's
stupid.
an Orthodox church.
It doesn't matter. It's better looking than those darn curtains.
Oh, I think they were just using a cheap old church or something.
But
it
the
looks like an ER.
But Sherry, who was the star of the second film, is not even in the wedding party, and she is one of the sisters in the foster care system that was there. So I question, why isn't she there? And I have no answer to that.
Oh, it was just horrible, you guys.
Yeah, she might have been fed up with the whole movie series by then and walked off.
Yeah, it was.
It was just so bad.
And what's up with the hideous white sandals? Yeah.
Oh, she was wearing these really bad kitchen curtains from the 70s, this white dress that giant holes in it. I mean,
and the thing is, they dressed Jenna in white for every single scene. They wanted to emphasize that she was a bride. And then one of the dresses she had was worn in the kitchen of the house where everyone gets together for Sunday supper. And I'm sorry, if that dress had been high, they wouldn't have been able to have shown it on Hallmark.
Yeah, the thing is, one of the dresses
now I
that
want to go back and watch it just to see the dress.
Sherry,
Awful.
Sherry, remember the lace curtains that we used to have in all the bedrooms in Oakland? Those white lace curtains? They were just like plain fabric and just like a lace trim on it.
with white holes in it.
With holes. Because
They weren't in all the bedrooms.
that was her.
It was just Mom's room.
Okay, that was her dress. That's what her dress for one of her costumes looked like. It was terrible.
Oh,
See, all
Yeah, it
of
was
the
a-
actors, I went through all
it was
their
the
IMDb.
kitchen and her room.
Yeah.
The IMDb and all the actors, they all can act really, really well. I liked all the actors. They could not act in this movie to save their life. They were horrible.
No.
It
No.
was very sad, so it must have been the story and the director. It was horrible when I say to you people.
Well,
it was horrible.
Okay, so we cannot recommend this film. Ben, what did you score it?
0.
Doug?
1.
I gave it a 1. That's it. And that's just because it's a pity 1.
Yeah, and the whole series, maybe 1.
Yeah, I would
I
give it
could
1.
I could not even work up to giving that 1.
And
It was just a 0 for me.
I am still astonished that there were so many people just cavelling about this film online. They absolutely loved it. And I don't know why. Because
Well, I'm glad I watched American Idol instead.
American Idol. Oh my god, that's been going on for like 30 years.
So, okay.
I didn't know it was still a
Close.
thing.
It is.
Oh,
So
gosh.
obviously we cannot recommend this. We're looking forward to the next film in the spring into love. This is going to be Journey to You, I believe is what it's
they're
called.
in Spain. It's a day spring because
I already have the page set up. It's Journey to You. So that is going to be next week's review. I am hopeful that it will be better than all of these films combined because this was just an absolute disaster. We're going to take a quick break here, but we'll be right back. You're watching PTV Live.
From the heart of Orlando to wherever life takes you, 407 Original Brand Apparel is more than just a casual line of clothing. It's the spirit of Orlando stitched into every thread. Tees, hoodies, and gear built for every adventure, every day. Gear up and carry the 407 wherever you go. Only at theorlandoguy.com.
You're watching PTV.
You're looking at a very unusual kind of egg from Cadbury that's only around till Easter. Its shell is pure, rich Cadbury milk chocolate. But look, inside sits a sweet, creamy yellow yolk surrounded by delicious white filling. Cream eggs from Cadbury. Why, they're the best thing to come along since the Easter Bunny. And when he's gone, they're gone.
Yep, that Cadbury cream egg thing. You
I
know,
remember when they came out. It was in the late 80s. Cadbury cream eggs.
early
Couldn't eat 'em.
80s.
Couldn't eat them. They made me gag.
Yeah, you know, he's right. Every
But I have
year.
a very slimy peep that is absorbing all the alcohol.
Hey, that's fine.
It's very-
That is
Oh.
just fine.
Can you see that?
What? What is that? Oh, is that one of his eyes?
Yeah. Ooh, cabana wax.
Ew.
Carnauba wax.
Yep, there's the look. Got one of it.
Yeah.
Okay,
right.
That was really hard.
Thank you for sharing, Doug.
And then so I only have a.
Okay.
I think his nose and an eye.
Okay, well, tell you what. Sherry will be back in just a moment. She's making a cocktail for Tom, her husband.
Oh,
I guess he wanted one. So why don't we go ahead and move forward then with this? Okay, Ben, I'm going to present camera for you. Why don't you go and show us what you got there?
All right. Anytime Nabisco releases a special edition or limited edition Oreo, we sample it here because that's what we do. And this one is a S'moreo.
Yeah, S'moreo.
So this one features graham flavored cookies with marshmallow and chocolate flavored cream in the middle.
Oh my god, they do actually take a whiff of the It actually does smell a little grahamish.
It does.
Oh, it does.
Now,
I don't eat these together because it's gross.
It does. It smells like graham cracker.
Because of the situation where I am counting calories with everything that I eat all day long, this one cookie is 70 calories.
Well, you don't have to eat the whole thing.
No, I don't. I do not.
Doug's already tried it.
Yep, I tried my half cookie and I scraped off a little bit of it.
Let me give it a try.
I'm gonna smush it with the eye. Nope. I'm sorry. This is. I'll have some more alcoholic beverage.
It's not bad.
No, it's not awful.
Nope.
Doug didn't like it.
Nope.
I think it's okay.
Well, you only had one. There's a whole package here, so I'm not going to be
just
eating
throw them in
these,
the
but
bay.
they-
The fish.
We're not throwing them in the bay. They will be donated to a worthy cause. Otherwise, a household that will eat them. But no, they're not bad. I like them actually.
Oh, well, that's
It's
cool.
kind of it it's kind of like the graham flavored um, goldfish if they had been flattened out and had cream slathered in the middle of them.
Oh, wow. A slimy peep with no
But
more.
that's not bad.
Okay.
I just ate a peep that was very, very slimy, that had no sugar in it. It's amazing.
Ugh.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, I'm not.
Oh, that was amazing.
well,
I ate the wax and all.
I am sure you did.
Well, because I had to. Yep, sorry, Oreo.
Well, you didn't like them. I actually didn't mind them at all. They're kind of
They're
good.
not bad, but it's just they should have made graham crackers. So
They did.
it's just no, they're kind of like Oreo with the
They're
flavor of
graham
graham.
flavored cookies. They are graham flavored cookies.
Yeah, they are.
That's what they're.
You know, the thing is that Oreo does do this all the time. They put on so many different things, and you just never know what their flavors are going to be like. So sometimes they're a hit, sometimes they're a miss. This time, it's okay. I mean, it's not a total hit, but
No, but it's not bad. But again, if any of you at home are wanting to try them, they are called S'moreo.
I know these are going to be fighting words, and we're going to get hate mail. I'm not a fan of s'mores. I'm sorry. They are very popular. I'm just not a fan of s'mores.
and you know,
That's fair.
if you used real marshmallow that you
I
made,
don't know.
I say we try and do a
What
homemade s'more.
I don't know.
what if you did a peep on graham crackers with some chocolate?
I probably would try that. I wouldn't get it hot. I would just get it barely warmed in the Nucarator.
But don't use Hershey's chocolate ones. Use like
Oh,
Ghirardelli.
I have to import mine from Europe. I don't eat American
You can
chocolate.
try Ghirardelli,
Oh, I do Ghirardelli.
or maybe you could try chocolate bar from C's.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
take that down.
Okay, so that's those are the s'moreos from
Sorry,
Oreo.
Oreo.
So
I mean,
Doug doesn't like it. We think it's okay, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, there's part of the
All right.
I didn't eat it all.
Why don't we go ahead and
God. It
Oh,
did
stop!
I did not eat the eye. I was wondering what that was. It was like a piece of like
okay, so
parsley that you get and you stuck in your teeth.
Pete does not like s'mores either.
Yeah, it's controversial. I'm sorry, it just is not for me.
Okay, well, why don't we go ahead and try something else that I'm sure you're gonna like. Okay, it's time for us to eat something, but
Someone told me not to eat, so I only ate one of those little circles.
the reason why we're eating something is because we made a Peeps cookie.
So the idea was a sheet pan sugar cookie. So I'm like, oh, well, the copy machine started beeping at me. So I made a giant Peep sugar cookie. And I iced it, and I even put little chocolate chips in it. So
we're gonna show you how it did. It took butter, sugar, flour.
Think of this as a sugar cookie, as it has
flour and confectioner's sugar. There's also some baking soap, baking powder, and salt, other stuff in there.
It's just sugar.
Doug is now going to be creaming the sugar and the butter.
Did you taste this already?
Yeah.
And that's me. By the way, I'm just spooning in the powdered sugar, and that's because it's on a scale, so we're getting the exact measurements. We weigh everything when we are baking. And so Doug sits there and he creams both sugars with the butter. And then once we've got that ready to go, it's time to put in some vanilla and some eggs. 2 eggs to be exact.
Sugar cookie, very soft. Think of it as a loft house via crumble cookie. So it's a very, 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 very soft sugar cookie. Almost like a uncut.
Excuse me.
Bless you, my child. But it really I put it in a mold, a cake pan actually. This makes enough to do a 13 by 9.
So,
it's sugar cookie bars.
Now you're gonna see us weighing. We're gonna weigh out the flour, and Doug's also putting in salt and baking powder. There's the baking powder, and then I'm putting in the flour, and that flour is just, again, it's all weighed. That's why you just see me putting in scoops. So now we're, just go ahead and blend that again. You've got all the wet ingredients together and the dry ingredients. Now's the time to add some red dye to it to make it
Got
pink.
a little
because it's a pink bunny.
A little crusty.
And so we have actually some color food gel.
That kind of dried out.
Nope.
It was like gross.
Yeah, it works.
That's
great.
what I use.
Oh yeah, my food gel is.
And then you can see him just stirring it up, and it gets to that
Yeah,
perfect pink color that you need for Peeps.
Yeah, I went all pink because I wanted. There's the mold. It was a cake
Oh my
mold
gosh,
circa
it's
2020.
really sticky.
Yeah, it's a very sticky dough. Very sticky dough.
It's a very soft sugar cookie. I mean, we're talking very soft. So
That's my favorite kind of sugar cookie.
yeah, it almost has shortbread quality.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, it kind of gives you the crumble, uncooked sugar cookie vibe. Loft House, if you like the Loft House, a very, very soft.
There's our baking
tender.
pan. And you see the eyes and the nose right there. And then he drizzled some frosting.
I just iced
glaze
it because I needed something to adhere the sugar.
And then that's a sanding sugar that is actually a dark pink, but because of the white glaze, it ends up being a light pink.
You could frost these with buttercream, but I'm like, I didn't want to do buttercream.
Are those M&Ms or what are those?
No, I was going to melt
chocolate chips.
Chocolate chips. I was going to melt chocolate. I'm like, boop, boop, boop.
And there we are.
So, yeah, it's a very soft sheet pan sugar cookie.
There's the Peep. This is the Peep cookie.
I mean, look how it just it's very tender.
Here, let me present camera so that you can see it up close.
It's very tender. See how it's very soft?
Okay.
It's very tender.
Okay,
so here.
Does he
break off an ear.
Oh, great. You got a piece of...
Well, you're just throwing it in my hand.
Well, oh, God.
I've got a napkin now, so that's good.
You're going to get ants.
I mean, this is incredible.
I'm guessing it's better than the Oreo?
It's not sweet.
Oh, of course.
It's not greasy. It is... I would make these for the holidays. Put a nice little frost sugar cookie.
This is really good.
It's really, I mean, it's very, very, very soft. It's like a very thick sugar cookie. You don't want to cook them that long. It's like 12 minutes.
If any of you are interested in the recipe, I will be making a short video for YouTube, and that will be posted this week. And you can download the recipe. At that point, I'll have the recipe in the description of the video.
Almost tastes like a donut. I mean, it's so good.
Yeah, this is actually very good.
Very, very tender.
Oh, yeah. So, Michelle,
it's incredible.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not sweet at all.
Didn't we get that mold at is it at Walmart?
It was Target. I think the date on it was circa 2020.
Here, let me try a little bit more.
It's so good. I can eat this whole
I
thing.
need a little bit more of this. You know what? Don't mind me. I'm going to go ahead and eat this. We're going to take another quick break so I can indulge. We'll be
not going in the trash.
We will be right back. You're watching PTV Live.
Oh wow. That was so good.
You're gonna make it after all.
You're watching PTV.
Here comes that Easter time feeling. Thank you, Easter Bunny. Thank you, Easter Bunny. Thanks, Easter Bunny. Thank you, Easter Bunny. Thanks, Easter Bunny. M&M's fit an Easter time plan. Milk chocolate melts in your mouth, not in your hand. You wanna grab onto that M&M's feeling. Thank you, Bunny. Bark, bark.
Oh my god, I love that commercial. I'm like, you better found the one. Thank you, Easter Bunny. I love that one. God bless the 80s.
It was a fun one. Well,
Ooh, I've been a little dry.
yeah.
A little loopy. I haven't had any food in my body.
So yeah, as the Peeps show keeps going,
Oh,
Sherry
cookie is. I'm gonna keep that
has
rotation.
she has a special little craft for us tonight. So Sherry,
I do.
let's do crafting with Sherry.
What did you eat?
Daniela, I am so sorry.
Where did you eat? What did you eat so we can avoid it, so we don't get food poisoning?
Oh, poor baby.
Oh, that's
I
awful.
feel for you. I've never made food. I've not made food where I got people sick.
Yeah.
No, you burned a chicken to a crisp, but you bronzed it.
I bronzed it. It was absolutely disgusting. I got thrown out in the yard. That was
Yeah, we
really
didn't eat
gross.
it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Shawarma.
Shawarma. Oh,
Okay.
okay. She had some
I
shawarma.
like shawarma, but
Oh,
I
poor
can see
baby.
where. Okay.
I'm gonna show you how to make some peeps. This is what I made for myself.
That's incredible.
Oh my gosh, they look
That
exactly
is
like
actually
them.
kind of cool. That looks very cool.
What I used was this. I'll show you the back of it. The back's not anything to look at, but this ceramic like fence. I was tooling around Hobby Lobby one day. Let me put that over there.
Of course you were.
And found those. This is what the regular price is on them, which I didn't think was bad, $4.99. But they were on clearance for 49
Holy
cents.
cow.
Oh,
Wow.
I got what all they had, which was 4 of them.
Okay.
Because I figured I could use them for spring. I could use them for Christmas. Then what I'm using is this air dry clay. This one's Italian, and I got this, everything I got on Amazon this time, except for the flowers that I used, which I got those from Michael's. But this is an air dry clay and it's white. So you use it like any other air dry clay.
okay.
These cookie cutters.
Here, let me present camera so that we can actually see these up close. There we go.
Okay, so yeah, 4 different sizes of these bunnies is what I used. I used this white sand.
Okay.
And then I used alcohol ink, which I've never used before, but I wanted to try it because there's a Christmas try using this ink for, so I thought, well, I'll go ahead and get it.
Sherry, Jim
and
says,
what I did was,
Sherry,
yes,
the deal that you got, Jim says
Yeah.
it's a ho-ad, a heck of a deal.
Oh, God. Some of this dad jokes. Oh, kill me now. KMN.
Yeah, hi, Jim.
Hi, Jim.
Hi, Jumbo.
And
Jim's
so
show is live
what
every
I did
Tuesday at 7
was
p.m. Eastern. On
I
Tuesdays.
took some of this white sand and I put it in a little baggie, a snack bag, and then I dropped I start with just a couple of drops of the color in it, and you just mix it up in the bag. So like this is the pink, and you just drop it in and you just mix it up till you get the color you want. So
Okay, it looks like a dehydrated cocktail from earlier.
so I've got pink, yellow, lavender, and blue.
Oh yeah, that's all peeps
You've got
colors.
some
So I
great
made,
colors there using that alcohol ink. That's great.
yeah, the alcohol ink is really good, but you have to be careful that you don't overdo because you could put too much in and then it's hard to back off on it. So what I did was these are the ones that I cut out. I cut out four of each size, one of each size, and I let them dry outside yesterday for a while and again today because they are a little bit thicker, as you can see. It took a little bit to dry. As a matter of fact, you can kind of see that shadow there where it still isn't totally dry. So this takes quite a while to dry. You could use the clay that comes from the Crayola company, their air dry clay. You could use that. So
You
then what
should
I
because
did
it's
was
Hallmark.
what?
You should because
Yeah.
it's Hallmark.
So then what I did was I took it and I took some of my Mod Podge.
Oh, where's Richard? He would be loving this.
And all I did was put some on a brush and then I just brushed the bunny.
Is this the big?
And if
This
you
is the
remember
largest one.
me,
This is the largest, yes.
Okay.
So I think, shall I do it a pink also, or what color should I use for this one?
do yellow.
A big yellow one?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So then,
The only kind we could get were the big yellow ones.
and I will probably go back and add some to the sides. I just didn't do it this time around on my first round.
The
But I
infamous Mod
think that
Podge.
I think that the Crayola clay might work a little bit better because I think the texture would look more like a marshmallow than this stuff does. So then all I did was I took some out of the bag and I just started sprinkling it on.
You could dip it, right?
Well, that'd make a huge mess.
Well, if I dipped it, then I wouldn't be able to recoup the sand that I didn't use because it would already be sticky. And I didn't want to do that.
Okay, so it's best to drizzle on the snow rather than to dip it in the bag with
Yeah.
prepared sand.
If you're gonna use the sand again.
Okay.
So then what I did was I just kind of patted it in place to make sure that it got everywhere it needed to be. And then I took it and I just shook it.
Getting rid of the excess sand.
Getting rid of the excess sand, and this is what it looks like.
Like a yellow peep.
Yeah.
So then
I like Mara's idea. You could put that sand in a
Carefully
Dollar
hold
Tree
it.
salt shaker, Sherry.
Yeah, you could, but I wanted to make it work faster, so what you're going to do is you're going to let them dry, of course. But to get the eyes on it, let's see, let's hold this up because I'm not going to use this one again.
And you throwing the sand away?
Yeah, this one I am because there's a lot of Mod Podge on that sheet.
Okay.
So then, where'd my paint go, Ben? I'm not going to do all of them. I just wanted to show you what the process is.
Okay.
And then I just took some matte burnt umber folk art paint from Michaels
What
that
was
I've
what
had for
was
ages.
what was that color?
Burnt
Chocolate.
umber.
Burnt umber. Okay.
And then what you do is you take a paintbrush and you just dip the back end of it into the paint, and
Yep.
then you
And
just and then you
we
just
learned that
dot
in
it for the
ceramics.
yeah, and you just dot it for the eyes, and then one for the nose. And I'm using the brown because that's traditionally the color of a peep.
Yeah, Doug's carnauba wax that he was spitting out. That's exactly what it was.
I only ate one out of it. I don't know if it was a nose or an eye. Oh
They
my
look
god, the
like
cookie
freckles.
was absolutely divine. I mean, it was. I am so impressed with that recipe.
Oh, Jean's right. Remember the forgotten Crayola color, burnt umber.
Yes, burnt umber.
So dry, and you can do anything with them. You can put them on you can put them in a picture frame. You can
They're
Glue them
peep
to a
cookies.
fence.
let me see. Let me do one more.
Okay.
Mod Podge.
This looks very
More.
simple, Sherry.
Yeah, you just what you just.
It's the prep that takes the time, because the bunnies do take time to dry.
Oh, it's like cooking Chinese food where there's a lot of prep, but everything goes together quickly once
Yeah.
everything's prepared.
Yeah.
Doug, Mara is asking, did it taste like boogers? If so, it was the nose.
No,
Ew.
it was. I don't know which one. It just kind of swallowed it. So it was because I spit one of them out. It was kind of like you give a dog a pill and you try to mask it in something and they end up still spitting it out. I ended up doing that with one of the dots.
Make this one purple.
Okay.
Just make sure your hands are dry because you don't want to get.
That lavender color, it's very nice.
Oh, well, thank you.
And do you spray these so the sand doesn't get all over?
I'm going to spray the ones that I glued. I'm going to spray them with a Mod Podge top coat so that it doesn't.
There you go. And then you're tapping it into the Mod Podge.
Yeah, I'm making sure that the Mod Podge has grabbed a lot of the sand.
And then you turn it over
And you did the tap, tap, tap.
and get rid of the excess.
There's
It's
that
like
one.
frosting a cookie.
That's what I
Yeah.
mean.
Then after this,
I may as well finish them off.
Oh yeah, finish them off.
What color was the little one? Was blue. Okay, I'll do this one blue
Okay.
so that they're different.
So you have pink, lavender, yellow, and blue.
So yeah, so this one's blue. Okay.
Yes.
I mean, if you wanted more on it, you could probably let this dry and then do a second coat on top and more of the sand.
Yeah.
But if you pea, they're not really covered because you can see the white through it.
Yes, you can.
Well, yours kind of. You've been still nursing on that? Oh, I already drank mine.
But it is a good cocktail.
Now, would you recommend doing this with kids?
It can be done with kids if the bunnies are done and dried ahead of time.
Yeah,
You don't
because
even, yeah. You could easily do it with kids.
So then the last
And
one is going to
then
what? Be purple
pink.
or pink? Oh, that's right. You
Yeah,
did the
because
lavender one already.
It looks
Yeah.
very purple. And then you just glue them to a fence.
Or in a frame or on a piece of wood, whatever you want to do.
Ben, Christy's got a question for you. Has the calorie counting been difficult so far?
Christy, I've been at it for about 3 or 4 weeks, and it's not hard. When you have an app on your phone that you can use for tracking everything you eat, you become much more aware of portion sizes. And considering that the app I'm using has a tremendous database already built into it, you can find practically anything that's being sold at stores or in restaurants and find it on that app. And it's really easy to just track your calories. You just have to remember that keeping your amounts at a small enough portion that will fall into the program that you want to abide by is key to success with this program. I got on the scale today. I'm weighing myself every Monday morning, and I'm officially down 10 pounds already.
That's great, Ben. Congratulations. Hitting 2 digits is a big deal.
It is.
Oh, look at that. Alex is doing the same thing. He's down 15 pounds. Way to go, Alex.
That's fantastic.
Lisa, the question is, Ben, is the app free? Yes, it is.
It is. It's called Lose It, and there are portions of the app that are free. There are portions that they will require you to pay a little bit more to use. But for what I use it for, tracking my calories and monitoring my weight, it's all free.
I agree with
Okay.
Kit, Sherry. These are very cute.
Let's get back to Peeps. Can't have enough Peeps. I want all
So
pink
that
because
is,
of the pink nightmare on Christmas Story.
I
Where
will
Aunt
let
Clara
these,
makes him a peep outfit. Looks like a deranged Easter bunny.
dry, and then I'll probably put the frame or something instead of the fence.
Instead of the fence, yeah.
Yeah. But
So,
this
Sherry,
is,
let me present one more time so you can
You just
show us.
glued it, hot glued it with the fence.
I
Yeah, that
I
looks
glued
great.
them with, I'll let Ben hold them. I glued them with hot glue and a little bit of that permanent uh
E6000.
yeah, it's like an E6000.
Okay,
And
that's
then I
great.
just glued, and then like I said, the back I had these flowers from Michael's that you get in the scrapbooking area.
Oh, okay.
And I just glued them to the back so it looked like there were roses over the fence between the peeps. And then
That
Very
is
just some
actually really
greenery at the
cool.
bottom and a carrot.
What I like is that
What?
this craft is so approachable. Anyone can do this.
You can do this at Christmas time with
Snowmen?
you could do snowmen. You could do, any kind of any shape that you have a cookie cutter for.
Sherry, we have a
You
question from
can
Mar. Would you spray
uh-huh.
acrylic or paint Mod Podge over the surface?
You mean now that they're done? Yes, I'm
Yes.
gonna go back and spray paint them with a Mod Podge top coat.
Oh, it's a Mod Podge top coat. Okay, gotcha. Okay.
You
It's a
need to
Mod Podge.
hermetically
Or it
seal it.
doesn't have to be.
Yeah,
It doesn't have to be Mod Podge. It can be any acrylic sealer.
Yeah, for Doug, he could do colorful bells for Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea. I like that.
I mean, it just makes look like permanent sugar cookies.
Well, Sherry, thank you so
Yeah.
much.
It does. Yeah. It
That was
does
a
look like
very
sugar
fun
cookies.
craft. It's very approachable. Everyone, thank you so much. I'm so glad that you joined us for our third annual Peeps show. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with that recipe. I mean, it really was like a very soft sugar cookie bar.
That cookie is
It
definitely
is
very
amazing. I
good.
will eat it.
And like I said, I will be posting that as a short on our channel so you can see exactly what we did and what we used, the portions, the whole bit. Oh, and Lisa is asking, is there any sublimation going on?
Sublimation.
Not yet, not recently. I may be doing some. I'm not sure yet. I've got about 50 t-shirts I have to make. And I'm not sure if it's going to be Cricut or sublimation.
Oh, wow.
50?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
So, Ben, what's coming up on Life with Ben this week?
I received my membership box from Hallmark, the Keepsake Ornament Club, and I'm doing an unboxing episode. So this coming Thursday, you'll see what came in this year's Keepsake Ornament Club box.
You'll see a little of that during the moment of groovy as well tonight. So don't stick around till the very end to see everything that happens during the moment of groovy.
Miss Donna got hers. We got ours.
We got ours. Next week's show, Doug and I are going to show you how to make a lemon blueberry bread, and I'm looking forward to this one.
Orange.
Yeah, it could be an orange one. It just depends on what ingredients we can find to make it the best bread that we can make. Anyway,
It's a pound cake.
in 2 weeks, we will be doing our annual Dream Book episode. You're not going to want to miss that.
We're gonna go shopping.
We're going to go shopping. We'll show all of the ornaments online.
Okay. Yeah, Mar does have a question. Did you get a dream book? Mar, the dream book is included in the box that is shipped
Members.
Keepsake Ornament Club members. So yes, I've already seen the dream book, and I'm already perusing and seeing what I want to get.
He showed it to me, and I'm going to be in trouble.
And Christy says, I have all the dream books.
You do. Yeah, we already looked at it. All I can say is page 40.
Yeah, page 40.
Page 40.
Okay, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Stick around for the moment of groovy. We will be back next Monday night for our regular weekly show, PTV Live, where we'll be making lemon blueberry bread. In the meantime, everyone, I'm Arnie.
I'm Doug.
I'm Ben.
I'm Sherry.
You've been watching PTV Live here on Pepper Tree Villa. Have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, everyone. And stick around because right now it's time for your moment of groovy. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Happy Easter. All the high holidays.